So, okay, let's do a unit manager that is going to get us and find either, well, for first, we're just going to do to just find a unit that is idle. Okay, we don't really care for anything else. So we have our unit manager. Let's open that up. Going to go over here. Going to do this, and we're going to say, well, first of all, we're going to handle everything from the unit manager, everything that has to do with units. We're going to do it from here. So we need a list of the available units, or all units, I guess, not available, all units. We need a few methods that will register a unit. Unit, all units dot add new. For our registering units, that probably means that the unit have died, but let's just write it for completeness sake. All units remove you. Okay. Now we're going to make this into a singleton. So unit manager, public static unit manager singleton, and this will be the singleton. We're kinda overusing the singleton pattern to this, but it's okay. Okay, so let's say public unit find available, find idle unit. Which means it's going to go through our units. In all units. Okay, and if u not equals tasks dot or u dot target task not equals null, return the unit, otherwise return null. Okay, find idle unit. There's other ways to separate through this, to, you know, to find which is the idle unit, which is not, but we're not going to worry for that right now. The next thing I'm going to say public void place all units, and I'm just going to pass the world, or just a chunk, I guess, chunk, or maybe the world, okay. Or maybe both, I guess, whatever. Okay, world. And I'm going to go from the world, and where we have the visualized chunk where we are placing the units, I'm going to cut all of this. Anyway, let's place this in here. Of course, we're going to have a few. This is horrible. So let's say player interactions singleton, and actually we don't need any of this right now. Okay, let's think. So let's find the chunk first. Chunk C, or yeah, maybe not. Okay, chunk W, get chunk. You know what, I'm just going to say get chunk from wall position circular vector 3.0, or better yet, for all units dot count Yeah, that's a little bit better. Or better yet, so we write less things, all units. And we're just going to let the unit, wherever we have placed it into a level, we're going to say u.transform.position, and from that chunk get the first solid block. But let's rewrite this a little bit better, and I'm going to say public block get first air block on x, z. So we're going to be passing the x and z positions, z, or let's just pass the vector 3, the wall position. We're going to create the x, which of course will be wp.x. Yeah, we kinda need a translation for this. Floor to int. So we're going to create a vector 3, get local position, which means vector 3 wall position return wall position minus chunk position. So we need a local position, get local position from the wall position, then x math f dot, do we have this as floor or do we have this? Yeah, we have this as floor to int, x or lp dot x, z math f dot floor to int lp dot z. Awesome. We can do this the same over here. And then for y, chunk length or chunk, we have this as height max y. Okay, we're going to be getting the blocks. Block b get block x y z. If b is equal 0, not if b is not solid, then it's air, then it's what we need. Okay, return b, otherwise return null. The only problem with this is if we get if we run out of air blocks. Let's assume we will be lucky and not get that. So what do we do for that? If we have come down here, then that means all of our blocks on this are are null. So you know what, I'm just going to say return me the last one. This of course is going to be an error, but it's better, well, for now we can just use this. Okay, so get first air or block air xz, get first air block xz, u transform dot position. Awesome. And of course we need to place this u transform u dot current block equals b, u dot current dot transform dot parent equals c dot object dot transform. Unless I'm forgetting something, I think those were the ones we were using. Let's go back to our world. Okay, let's do this. We were setting the position. Yeah, okay, we were snapping it. We're going to snap that as well. We were parenting it and setting it. Okay, so we can delete this. Unit placed. There is a boolean over here that we can delete. This, okay, delete that. Then back to the unit manager, and let's snap it as well onto the position. B.wall position. Okay, so this will place all our units. Now, when we start with our unit on our wake, we're going to need to find the unit manager, singleton, register unit, this. Okay. Next, on to our world, we need to call the create. We need to call from the unit manager the place all units from our world. We can do this on start since this loads our world, and we can say unit manager and place all units. Place all units. Okay, this happens on start. Let's see. Why are you complaining? Oh, world. Pass this. Place all units. Awesome. Now, we have our idle unit, find idle unit. So, for whenever we now want to create a new task, okay, we can't tell which unit is which. So, we're going to have to create a list of available tasks. Okay. Or, well, pending tasks. Let's call it that. And I don't know why we have this public. We don't need public. We're going to say list task pending task. And register task, this can stay register task, or maybe we can just keep it as a pending task. Okay, let's leave the pending, the register now. I'm going to say register pending task. Okay. So let's assign a reference to the unit manager, or well, you can just get it, I guess. Unit manager. Okay. And no, actually no, we don't do this. Let's say if not pending task dot contains t, pending task add t. But let's do a method over here and say void handle pending tasks for let's do it for pending tasks dot contains let's do the opposite, pending task dot count -1 greater or equal 0 I minus pending task count, and if let's assign a reference to the unit manager. Unit manager if unit manager equals null, what am I saying? Unit manager. Okay, so if pending task, we're going to say find me an idle unit or unit and unit manager get find idle unit. If unit is not null, then pending task dot I dot unit equals unit. Okay, and from pending it's going to be a registered task, so we're going to be registering the pending task, and then for pending task remove pending task I. Let's remove this, rename this to pending tasks. Okay, and I'm actually going to make this a private void, so I will have to go, I will always have to, actually no, let's not do that, because we need to be able to assign a task directly without having to worry about without having to worry about assigning something or handling the pending task. This needs a little bit of caution, but I think, yeah, for the most part it's going to work lovely as we're doing it right now. So, okay, register pending task, which means back to the player interactions, we don't say a path task, we don't assign the unit task. Let's see, we do all of that. We don't really need a unit, we don't need this. Okay. We kinda need this, however. Build task. Okay, let's think. We need pending, register pending task. So here's the problem now. We kinda need to go and change all of this. Kinda need to go and change the constructors, which is a bummer. Well, we can keep this for this, but we don't have a unit for the move task, the target task. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to improvise, and instead of setting a pathfinder task, we're going to create a build task. We're going to let the build task do the rest. Okay, we can't pass a unit, however, so we will have to work with all of this. So we're going to say we need the build block, and we have the target unit. Awesome. Then, okay, so let's think a little bit. Maybe we can merge the pathfinder. Let's see our tasks. Where is the path task? We have our move task. Okay, move task doesn't matter, it's really simple. Yeah, we're kind of making a spaghetti right now. Pathfinder tasks. Okay, the pathfinder task needs a unit. We just, okay, there's no other way around it. So we need to build, we need a new build task, obviously, and we're going to be adding a pending task. Pending task. Okay, pending task. The next thing we can do is add a not on start. We can add a public virtual void on unit assigned to this, and of course we're going to be needing to pass a unit. And okay, then on the build task, for example, we don't need this to be done on every other tasks. On unit assigned, of course, we're going to say this dot unit equals unit. Then we're going to go onto our task manager. We're going to create a new Pathfinder task. Path task, new Pathfinder task. Path task dot okay, we have our unit now, which is this, but we don't have the target. Do we have the target? Oh, yeah, we can assign that. Unit path. Okay, so path task dot from unit to path task to target block. Okay, then we're going to register this on the task manager. Task manager register task path task. Okay, that's on unit assigned. Player interactions. So back to the unit manager. We're not going to be doing the back to the task manager. We're not going to let the task manager register this, register the task. Okay, we're going to be removing it, but what we're going to say pending tasks dot on unit pending task I dot on unit assign and pass the unit, which means we don't need the first line. So this now is going to register. Let's add a comment. The registering pending task to a tick happens via on unit assigned. Okay, we're going to let that handle this. So that fixes the problem we had. Okay, which means now on player interactions I just need to assign a pending task, a new build task as a pending task, and depending on if there is units available or not, it's going to go and create them. We don't need this anymore. Can delete that as well. Delete that as well. Close that. And we don't need this either. Now, in case the task manager, this is going to run on every frame pretty much. Okay, we don't need this to be running on every frame. There is actually no need for that. We can create a timer or a rate. For example, you can do this every half a second, depending how responsive you want your tasks to be. Now, I'm going to go on load my scene. Let's see if we get any errors or whatever. Awesome. And I'm going to go on to my unit and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to duplicate them, you know, a few places, depending how many units we want to have. Going to save and unload this in. Of course, we can instantiate them as well, but I just want to do this pretty fast. Awesome. Let's say, what do we have with this? Yeah, we do this on awake, and on awake again we assign the state manager. So let's just say start, private void start, register unit. And on the world, let's do an invoke void place all units with delay. These are a little bit of dirty methods to do this. We're going to fix those later. Do an invoke, and invoke is a built-in method. You can just say after 0.2, just call this, which we know it's going to be on a subsequent frame. So that means all the references are going to be assigned correctly. Or maybe not. Start. Unit manager, why are you complaining? Oh yeah, we haven't assigned the unit manager damn. So maybe we didn't need the invoke. What? Okay, let's keep it. Unit manager. Of course we can fuse the task manager and the unit manager together, but I'd rather keep them separately, to be honest. So it's easier to manage. Okay. Let's see, why does this complain? Something is missing. But why? What it is? I think it's this. Get first block on air. First air block on XZ. Or the chunk is missing. Let's see if C equals null. Yeah, I don't know why the chunk will be missing though. Get chunk point circular, get chunk circular, circular position. Yeah, that shouldn't really happen though. I'm pretty sure the chunk is missing. Log chunk missing. Git load. And true enough, yeah, the chunks are missing, but why? Maybe they are too low. Let's raise them up. Although, if that was the case, yeah, I have no idea. And now the block is missing. Okay. But why though? The block is missing for only one guy though. You can see that they are placed left and right. So this guy should have been over here. But for whatever reason it says the block is missing, even though the block is right over there. And for this guy as well. Oh, who knows? Yeah, I need to think about this. I don't know why that's the chunk. Let's hit play. And now we don't get any errors. You can see it's a little bit, yeah, unpredictable. Anyway. And okay, so let's say we click somewhere and nothing happens. Maybe because we didn't have block. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, nothing happens because we never have the Pathfinder task. The unit manager or the task manager, the pending task, we never assign them. And we can do this over here. Okay, let's go fix the unit manager and backlog. If B is null, continue, but let's add block is missing just so we know that, you know, some people are missing. And in both cases something is wrong with the position of the unit, so we can remove the guy. Well, okay, let's leave it like this and we'll fix it when we have to. We don't really care for now. Actually, we kind of do care. Okay, let's find our guys. Let's say over here. No. Yeah. Okay, so let's start debugging this and see why we are not using this. First of all, let's start with our interactions. If current block is null, then register pending tasks. Okay, if it doesn't contain that task, add it back in, though this doesn't really matter much because each task is a new one. And we have a pending task. For each pending task we're going to search for an idle unit, and this needs to be target task equals null. Okay, or better yet, let's do a bool over here. Public bool has task, and let's do the unit manager. Instead of searching for null or not, let's say has path, has task equals false. Okay, that basically means he doesn't do anything. Has task equals false then, and when we assign a unit on a task, for build task for example, on unit assigned, unit has task equals true, because we don't want the same unit to assign a new task. Hit play, load, block is missing. Let's start again and make sure, because this might get a unit that is, you know, that is not on a block, so the Pathfinder won't work. Let's find argument out of range. Interesting. Okay, let's see why. Let's see which one it is actually. 61, task manager 61, task manager 61, 61. What? Oh yeah, damn it. Of course you need to first add the tasks and then remove it. Okay, so okay, they did go there, but I don't know if they actually, what the hell? Okay, so pending tasks, unit assigned, find idle unit. On unit assigned, okay, on unit assigned, build task, register tasks, it does the path player block, target block. Okay, you have the unit, you add the path, okay, let's go through it again. We have the Pathfinder task, this will do the Pathfinder task, then this will, oh yeah, I know what it is. on unit assigned unit this, or just unit dot target task equals this. Okay, because it is a build task. That's the one we have. So click play. Hit load. Okay, clicking someplace. Again, as I said, they don't take into account which is ground, which is not. But as you can see, we have. Now, here's the thing. Because they don't have any... Because we never close the tasks, I can keep adding more. But let's say that we do need to go and add more. Then on finish, what you're doing for finish, this target or target task, well actually unit dot target task null unit has task false. Okay, hit play. Load. Let's add some nodes, and I can keep adding, and you will see that whenever they start, the sound you're hearing is actually my mouse. So I kind of have added like 1,000 tasks, and we can keep building. Actually, you know what? Let's do something else. Let's find some nice flat area, and let's just say, yeah, I'm writing my name as you can guess. Yeah, they're kind of not writing it. Maybe I'm clicking too fast. That's supposed to be an H. That's supposed to be a T. Okay, so we have an error. Oh, that error has to do with the unit actually. Unit 73. Unit 73. Remove that. Yeah, there was something off with the paths. Probably something because we need to say if path is null, then path equals null. Return if path dot is dot count equals 0. Return. This also needs to be taken into account. What happens if you can't walk onto that path? Okay, but yeah, something we'll worry about another time. Load. Let's find our guys. Okay, but yeah, in a sense you understand what I wanted to do with this. Somebody is slacking off over there. Of course, this doesn't really take into account who is closer to the task. We also need to fix the current block. We kind of need to fix a lot of things actually. Okay, awesome. So we'll finish with this. As you can see, we have done a lot of great work. Some really cool stuff. We only need to be a little bit more we only need to be a little bit more specific with this. So on the next part, well, we'll see on the next part. We can do a lot of things with this. We can do a lot of changes. So it's really, really cool. So as always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and if you like to see more stuff like this, more videos like this, then consider supporting me on Patreon so we can keep making a lot of more of this cool stuff. I'll see you next time.